Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Septera's Room. I'm really excited to share with you another Christmas project idea, and it only uses one 6x6 paper. But I just want to just say a few words quickly before I share the project and tutorial. I want to firstly welcome all of my new subscribers here to my channel. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope you continue to enjoy watching my videos and hopefully get some inspiration. And thank you for all those that have been continuously following my channel and also enjoy my projects. Secondly, I don't even know how to begin with this. Uh, so, how do I say it? uh, I'm really excited that you do enjoy my projects, and for those that also have a social media platform and you also like to recreate my projects and share it with your crafting groups or any of your platforms, I really appreciate that. However, I would also like it if you would mention my name or even link my channel to say that that is where you had seen the project, and just to acknowledge where credit is due. I have come across in the past and just recently where I have come across my projects on particular platforms, and they haven't mentioned my name or where they had seen it or linked my channel. It takes me a long time and a lot of preparation, and I've put a lot of time in trying to find ideas to make these projects with measurements, going through lots of papers and just seeing whether it works or not work. And I wanted to make things that are easy and simple for you, and then when I make it, it also then I've got to decorate it and give you ideas of what you can do with the project, and then also doing the video. So it takes a lot of my time, and then when I see it on someone's platform and they recreate my project and don't mention me, I do get a little bit sad because I put all the effort into making the project, and then all the crafter has to do is they have the easy part of just creating it and then doing the project. So if you do decide you want to follow my projects, if you could just mention my name or link my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I'm more than happy for you to do these projects for your friends and crafty groups as well. So that's what I wanted to say. But I want to show you this really cute project that I've made. They are just so adorable. I did make two, and then I ended up finding other ways to change them up so you could utilize these in any way you like and for any occasion. It's small but not very tiny. I've called it a mini Christmas tag pocket folder, but you can make it for it doesn't have to be for a Christmas theme. And so I'm going to show the different ways you could change the base, and also another 6x6 project that you can add inside the pocket. So let me start with this one. So you could make these to add some tea bags, sachets, little package jewelry, ephemera pieces, little photos, tags, anything you want that will fit in here. So this, actually, let me start with this one. And all you need is one 6x6 paper, and you can make this cute little mini tag pocket folder. And I did just decorate the front here, and here is a little side pocket for your tag on this side. And what I've done with this one, I made a little tag sort of note card. You can make this into a little tiny booklet that will fit in here as well, and add some your favorite papers or copying paper. Cut it to size, fold it in half and staple that in, and you can add a little booklet or a little mini journal, and that just fits nicely in there. So it's a nice sort of wide pocket, so it's not a tight fit, so it's easy to slide in and out. And then I decorate it with a Christmas bell and some ribbon up here, and did some embellishing with Rosie's Studio Christmas paper collection. It opens up this way, and there is a pocket. I didn't put anything in this pocket, but there is a pocket here where you can add another booklet if you wanted to do that, or some tags, some photos. You can even add a gift card in here. A gift card will fit in here. Now I'll show you. Oh, let me see. We've got one here. I'll just use this gift card. You can wrap up the gift card with some tissue paper or some more of your favorite Christmas paper, and then you can tuck your gift card in there, and then you can add your little message note on the side here for your recipient, and we can even add a bonus little booklet in there as a little gift. So a gift card will fit in there perfectly. And then I made what's this one? This is another one. This is exactly the same in the front. They all have the same side tag, side pocket for your tag. And with this one, I made a 3-piece coordinating little set with another 6x6 paper. So this is the little envelope. You can add some, have I got anything in this one? I think it's in this one. But you can add some stickers in here, postage stamps, ephemera pieces, some little jewelry in here, anything that will fit inside, and that will just slide in there nicely. And then what I've done is I added a die cut with some foam squares. Oh, this one you can't see. And then the closure just slides in there to keep it closed so it doesn't sort of flap open. So you can do that. And this one's a little bit, oh, this is the same, sorry. So these two are the same. They both have the same pockets. And this is the coordinating 3-piece set that I made with the 6x6. And they fit nicely in one of these pockets. So this has an envelope, a tag, and another similar tag shape, a booklet or note card. And you can use that as somewhere to write in there. So that was just another little 3-piece set that I had fun making. And just so you can see that you can add something like this inside. And then I just added a little die cut and dangle that to the top part there with some seam binding. So these two are the same. And this one here is slightly different inside. This has 2 pockets. I did the same here in the front. I made another little envelope set. And this one here, I punched out using a 1-inch circle punch and create a vellum window. So you could peek through inside the envelope. And I've just placed some sequins in here. So that'd be a nice little extra little gift. You want to give that to a crafty friend for a little extra Happy Mail gift, and add this into one of your packages. And that just slides in there like that. And I've just got another one of these circle pieces with some foam squares to keep that closed. Embellish the top there. Added some little beads to the side there to keep a little cute dangle. And so it opens up this way with 2 pockets. And this was all made with the 1 6x6 as well. So this whole piece, the folder and these 2 pieces are from the same 6x6 paper. This also has the coordinating 3-piece set inside. So this, the difference, it's got that window. And I just added a few more ephemera pieces to the inside of the pockets, just so you could see that it can fit a few more small items in there. So this has 3 pockets, 1, 2 and 3. And this is a little tab die cut that was also in the same pack as these die cuts. So it's really, these are just such a cute little folder. I just had so much fun making these, and they're so quick. And I found them addictive to make, so I couldn't wait to share it with you. So that's that one. So this one has that sort of pocket, so you can see the difference. And then this one here, I made this one so you can fit a tea bag sachet as well. And I changed the pocket inside, same thing in the front here. And this one has a coordinating tag that I made from the pocket inside, which I'll show you. And I just last minute I made this Christmas tree with some of the paper strips that I had and just sort of stacked them and made it into a Christmas tree just to place at the front of the tag cover. And I thought that was fun to make. And this has the side pocket for the tag as well. That goes in there. And then on the inside is the pocket where I placed a tea bag sachet and made it into a vellum window. And the negative part that I punched out there, that's where I made the tag. So I didn't waste any of the papers. So that can go in there. You could also add the gift card with a tea bag sachet. And you can add this as on your table setting, and you can place that on each of the table setting and add the name or initial, and then that you can give them a tea bag or maybe some sweets in there and a gift tag. So they're the 3 different ways that I made the Christmas mini tag folder or pocket folder. So I'm going to show you how to make all the 3, and also the 3-piece set as well. I'll give you the measurements on how to make these. So let's start with grabbing one 6x6 paper. So I just realized, so what I've done here, I did use double-sided paper, and the paper I used was a paper that had no directional pattern, which was double-sided, so that way none of the images are upside down. But if you decide you want to make it with a directional pattern, or that's all the papers that you have, you can still make it with a directional pattern. Some parts will be upside down. So this one here is one that had a directional pattern. So you probably can't see it, but the front is facing the right way. But when you open it, it's upside down on the inside. But then the other side of the double-sided paper, I just made that into the pocket, so it's not all facing upside down, but I think it still looks fine with the pattern upside down. This one here is using single-sided paper, so if you only have single-sided directional Christmas paper, or your pattern paper that's going one direction, that's single-sided, this is how it will look like. You will see the white part here, but you can always cover that white part with some more paper or washi tape if you don't want to see the white part. And you can see here the pattern is facing the right way, and when you turn it the other way, it's upside down. But I'm okay with that as well. So then you get the extra piece of paper, and then you will make it into a pocket. You can make it into a pocket like this or like this, and that will be facing the right way. So it really doesn't matter to me if the pattern is upside down or the right way up. And that's all up to you how you, what papers you choose. I'm just showing you. So I'm going to make one with single-sided paper with the pattern facing the one direction, so you can see which way to cut your papers. And I'm going to do one with a non-directional pattern paper, just so it's not confusing for you. So what I've got here first, we'll make this one first with the directional pattern, single-sided paper. So I've got one here facing one way, and we'll make it as a side pocket for a tea bag, sachet, or whatever you want to fit in here. So let's do that first. All right, so you can see now the pattern is facing the right way, and that's the way we want to start off first. We're going to go the right way on one side, on the 6-inch side, and we are going to score at 3 3/4 inches. And then we're going to turn your paper to the right side. So what we want to do is the right way. We're going to score it up here. So we're going to turn it, so we've scored it at 3 1/4 inches all the way down. We're going to turn it around so that we are going to score 1/4 of an inch on the right direction of the paper. So we're going to go 1/4 inch all the way down, and we're going to do one more score line at 2 3/4 inches. So you're going to score at 1/4 inch all the way down and 2 3/4 inches. So now that is how you'll have your score line, like that. And what we're going to do, I'm going to turn it around this way now so that the score line at 1/4 inch is at the bottom here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to come over about 1/4 inch where that score line is, and we're going to cut all the way up till we get to that score line. So we're just going to go in about 1/4 inch, same distance between here and here, just roughly. It doesn't have to be exactly. And you'll see what I mean. You're going to cut right up till you get to that score line. And then we're going to cut across here, and we're going to cut right through where we made that cut and stop where the score lines cross over. So let's cut all the way across to there. I'm going to go through where we made that cut and just stop where the score lines meet. We'll remove this piece because we're going to keep that. So now you can see there is a little slit just there. We're going to come in here now. We're going to just do a little angle cut and meet at where the score lines cross over. We're going to remove that little tiny piece. Okay, and now we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing and just cut up where that score line meet and go down that way. Same on this side, we'll just do the same thing and just angle cut that piece. And this is how this bottom part will look like. And what we want to do now is we're going to bring these two pieces and we're going to fold them in. I keep forgetting to bring my bone folder. I'll just use my scissors. You want to press them down really nice and flat. And we're just going to bring this piece up, and you can see now that your pattern is facing the right way up, and then you got that part up there with the white part showing. So now we're just going to press that down. And now this part here, we're just going to create a little notch with your circle punch if you have one. If you don't have one, you can just leave it and not worry about that. So I'm just going to open this up again and just create a notch. Fold that back in. And then we're just going to bring this piece and fold that back. And you'll see when you open it up, your pattern will be upside down. And we've got that now. So what we will do now, we are going to glue these two pieces down. And that part should be all glued down. The next part, you can decide if you want to create the this part here, which is the white part, into a tag shape, or you can just leave it like I have here. You can't see because I've got the embellishments. You can just leave it plain and not worry about it. But I thought giving it an angle cut to shape like a tag just sort of decorates the front part. So to do that, I am going to cut down and stop there. So you can see, I've just cut down along there. And then I'm going to just do a slight angle to there, grab that little corner piece, if I can pull that out, And then we're going to use that as the template to go on the other side. So I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to flip that over to this side, line it with that corner, and I'm going to cut that so then these two angles are the same. Should be, hopefully. So now you've got yourself a tag shape cover. And then we're going to go on the inside. We've got this piece here. And this is the piece that you will have this on the right way up. So then you can see that it looks busy, that you don't even notice that it's all over the patterns all over the place. So I've got here, so when you look over, you're going to see that score line. I'm going to remove that piece because we don't need that. You can use your trimmer if you want a straight cut, but I'm just going to use my scissors. And we are going to create this pocket, and I'm going to make it with the window, vellum window, but if you don't have any vellum or circle punch, you can leave it like this, and all you do is you're just going to glue down these two sides, and when you glue it down, you want to glue it down just beside the fold line, just so that you can open and close the cover easily, and then just lining it up on the bottom here and gluing down. You can also corner around the corner here or angle cut this corner just to decorate that part, and there is your pocket. Once you've got that glued, you can then add your tea bag sachet or gift card holder. But let's make it with the window because I do like that sort of, just gives it, you know, you'll be able to peek through it. So I'm going to try and center that as best I can. And then you've got yourself this part where you can use that as your little tag, and you can write your little message or to who it's from. So I've done that, and I've got a little piece of vellum, or you can use tracing paper. You can use the clear seal bag packaging that you get. You can use that if you want to use that for the window. I'm just going to glue around the edge, and then I'm going to glue these four sides just to secure it in place. And I'm just going to drop that in there like that. So cut myself now a window. And let's corner around this corner. And then we'll just drop that down. Just going back to what I was talking about earlier on in the video, I know there are a lot of videos and you'll never know who the original creator is, and I get that, but sometimes you sort of know when it's your style or project, especially when the measurements are the same, and you just sort of know it's yours. That's how I came across some of these videos. So it is always hard to pinpoint the particular creator of a project, but even just saying, you know, it was inspired from another video or somewhere you've seen it, then that's still fine to say that, I think, anyway. So then you got this piece, and then you just punch a hole there, and I punch mine not quite in the middle. I'll center that just so that it hangs on the side. And then you've got yourself a coordinating tag. So that one's done. And now let's move on to let's see, we'll make this one first, and then I'll show you the measurements and how to make these, and then these two. So I just thought I'll do all of this in the one video. That way you don't have to find the videos to make them. So what we'll do now, we're going to make this one. Yes, okay, let's make this. We'll make this one, but I won't glue the pocket in because that's pretty straightforward. I'll use this same one to make these two pockets, just so you've got the measurements. And this is easy. This is a paper that's got no direction, which I like. And we're going to do it with the pattern facing up. So same as the first one, whatever's your cover will be shown all over here, and then the back part will just be shown there. So I'm going to have this part as the cover, and we're going to do the same. The measurements are exactly the same. We're going to go at 3 1/4 inch, and we'll turn it around, and we're going to score at 1/4 inch, 2 3/4 inches. I'll put the measurements down below for you too, for your reference. And I'm going to flip this way so you could see the score lines again. You probably can't see it here, but there's a score line down here. And I'm going to go in 1/4 inch also, just enough to create a little side flap. I'm going to go right up to that score line. I'm going to remove that piece now and go right through where we made the cut and stop at that score line. I'll put that piece to the side, and now I'm just going to go in. Remove these little piece and these two little pieces. Oops. That's okay. So that part's done. And fold these two pieces in. So all the base covers are all done exactly the same. It's just the inside of the folder is where you just decide how you want your pockets to be. So I've got that all done. I'm going to bring this up. And then I'm going to just go create this notch. Okay, and now we can fold this back. I remember one time, and it still stays with me, a few years ago, I come across a video and the person had said that she had come up with that idea when it was actually mine, and that really was disheartening to hear that. I couldn't believe she had even said to say that she had come up with that idea. I don't like mentioning any names, but that sort of stayed with me till now. And then when I see these sort of videos, it sort of makes me want to think, I really want to keep doing these videos because it's just disheartening. But anyway, it happens. Sometimes we do forget, we don't know where we've seen it. Even when I see a video or on Pinterest, I know it's not mine. I would always say it was an inspiration that I found. It's not my idea. I just wanted to share with you what I seen. So that's how I say when I see a project. But generally, I just find these projects that I make, they're actually just from my head. Sometimes they are similar to other projects. I know that. But yes, anyway, so this one is going to be exactly the same. I'm going to actually make that into a tag. I'm just going to go there. Okay, sorry, a bit fumbling. There we go. All right, so that part's done. And now we've got this piece. Now with this piece, because there's no directional pattern, we've got that score line down here. We're going to keep that score line. And I'm just going to grab my scoreboard again. So we're going to keep that score line. And we are going to score it going in at 1/4 inch on 2 sides. So you've got that score line down below. We're just going to go 1/4 inch. I'm going to turn that around and go 1/4 inch as well there. And all we do here is I'm just going to angle cut the top. And then down here where the score line crosses over, we do that the same. It just helps with the folding for your pocket. And making these side flaps gives you more room to add more of your things you may want to add in there, so it's not a tight fit. So I'm just going to fold these 3 sides in. And I'm running out of Christmas paper because I don't actually have a lot of Christmas papers. I've just been using papers that I've had sitting in one of my Christmas boxes that I've had for a while, as well as one that was gifted to me by Linda Carl. I've had so much fun using the 6x6 papers that she gifted me. It was really very handy for me to use. And now you just place your pocket here anywhere you like. I'm just going to place it there. And then with the window, did I do one with the window? With the window, you can do the same thing like a window. Just punch out your circle part first before you glue it in, so you can have a window pocket. So do that before you glue your pocket in, and there you've got your, these are just so cute. These are so fun to make. I think this is probably one of my favorite little pockets so far. A little pocket booklet. Just using a 6x6 paper, it's incredible. One little piece of paper makes this cute little booklet with a couple of pockets. I'm amazed myself. All right, so that is that one. So that's 3 we've made. And now we're going to make another one. Oh, I shouldn't have, that's okay. I'm going to take this piece out because I was not meant to glue that in. I wanted to make these 2 because I don't have another paper on me. Actually, have I got another piece? Let me grab another piece. We'll keep that one. See if I'm going to have to use one with no direction. I'll use this one just to give you an idea. Let me just cut out the branding strip. So I'm just going to use one that's got a directional pattern. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. All right, so that one's done. Now we're going to make the one with the 2 pockets. Let's just clear up my desk a little bit. Let's do that again. We'll do another one. These are so fun. Look how many I've made so far in this video. So I've got the direction going that way. 3 1/4 inch. Going to turn that around. 1/4 inch. 2 3/4. flip that way. I might use these and add some more gifts for, I might actually use them, put some tea bag sachets. I might even give them to my neighbours. Give them a little tea bag sachet gift and some sweets to go with it. I might do that. All right, so let's quickly put these together. So you can see how quickly you can make this so easily. You can fast forward this part if you don't want to see me make another folder. I'm just trying to be really quick here. So we've got to fold that back. Now with this one, I'm not going to do a tag shape because you've already seen me make them already. So that's all glued in. Now we've got this piece. We are going to, now this is going to be, this pattern is going to be all over the place. You've got that score line there. We're going to keep that score line and we are going to, so there's a score line. We're going to cut in line with the score line and we're going to cut it at, I think I cut it at, sorry, let me just double check. I think it was 1.5 inches. Sorry, 1.25 inches. So the score line is here. We're going to slide that in and have the score line on the outside. Sorry, I'm going to go this way. Put the score line on the outside and we're going to line at 1.25 of an inch. So now you have two pieces. That score line there and this one. Now the one with that score line, we are going to do the same as we did with the other, like the other pocket. We're going to go in at 1/4 of an inch on both sides and the score line is down here. It's going to go around here, 1/4 of an inch. So you can see the 3 score lines. Now because he's going to be upside down, I'm going to have it that way. And we'll do exactly what we've done with the other pocket. Just cut them out on the sides or on the corners. And we'll put a little notch on the top. Folding the sides in. Oh, go that way, sorry. So you can have this pocket down the bottom there. You can have it on the side. You can have it on this side. You can place it wherever you like, up the top or in the middle. I'm going to put mine just down here to allow more room for some larger tags. So I've got that. And I'm just going to place it down here. And then you've got this piece. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to corner round one side. And I'm just going to place it down the bottom here like that. So I'm going to glue down these 2 sides. You can place it over here if you wanted to. You don't have to place it on the side here. But I think we'll do a side tuck pocket. be great little folder to add some small photos. You want to give some photos for some family, friends for Christmas. It'd be cute to do that. You can even make this into a booklet by adding some pages in here too. That would look nice. And so that is that one all done. Really, really easy. So fun. Now what I'm going to do is make the little 3-piece set if you wanted to add that inside the folder. And it's really easy and really quick. So you grab another 6x6 paper. With this one, you want this to be a non-directional paper to make this, because if you have a direction pattern, the part you make the note card will be in a funny pattern side. You'll see how it looks, because we're going to cut it in half this way, and then this is where your booklet will be. So if you've got a direction, it's going to be like it's going to be in a funny way. All right, so what we'll do, we're going to cut it in half. So we're going to cut it this way. We're going to cut it in half at 3 inches. So you've got 2 pieces. And then one of the pieces, you want to cut that at 1.5 inches. So that's that piece, and that is going to be your tag. Pretty straightforward. So let's just do the tag and get that put to the side. And I'm just going to do it this way so you've got an idea. So there's your tag, and that can go in there. And then to make the note card, it's just simply folding that in half now. And you can leave it as is and create yourself a booklet and corner around the 2 corners. And that will fit in your pocket here just like that. Or you can place it on this side if you wanted to. So that is all there is. And to make it into a tag shape, all I've done here was just do that. And just made it into a tag shape. And there you have a tag shape booklet to go in there. And now we can make the envelope, and I'm going to make it with the little window because they're just cute and fun. So you grab your next piece, and that's at 3x6 inches. And you can make 2 of these envelopes with one 6x6 paper too. Now we've got it on the 3-inch side. I've got the paper facing this way so you can see the score lines. And we are going to score it at 3/8 of an inch on both sides. And the 3/8 of an inch is the mark just after the 1/4 inch, or between the 1/2 inch mark. It's just this little one here. So we're going to go 3/8 of an inch on both sides. And then on the 6-inch side, we are going to score at 2 1/4 of an inch and 5 inches. So 2 1/4 of an inch and 5 inches. I'll put the measurements down below for the envelope as well. And we are going to remove these 4 corners. So let's take them out. We'll remove them. I'm just going to cut across. And with these little pieces that you just cut out, you can make that little, where did I do the, you can make them into a little stacked Christmas tree like I have here. So keep all those little strips You can make a Christmas tree embellishment. And now what we'll do here is we're just going to fold these two pieces down, the top and the bottom for now. I'm just going to fix this piece. And then we are going to corner around the corners. If you haven't got a corner rounder punch, that's okay. So I'm just going to corner around all 4 corners. So if you haven't got a corner rounder punch, you can just angle cut all 4, sort of going up. So we've done that. Now we're going to bring these 2 sides in. And we are going to corner around these 4 corners. And now we can bring up that part. That's going to be the bottom of the envelope, and that is your closure. And now we just got to glue it all together. And you've got yourself a cute little mini tall envelope. This is a long video. I've done a few projects. So that's that. Let's bring this over. And that will fit nicely inside the side pocket. I've still got glue in there. Just fix that up. There we go. And that will fit in there nicely. And then you can just add a die cut, or you can just leave it like that just to slide that closure in. There's your envelope. You can even, that will fit in here. So I made the envelope so you could utilize it anywhere in the folder. So that will fit there, and that will also fit there. So that's how I made the measurements to fit in here. But these just make cute little envelopes for little coins, you know, a packaging idea just for some smaller little trinkets. So that is that one all done. So let's bring this out. So these are just some fun, extra little fun projects for you to make. If you have a lot of 6x6 papers and you want to play around with them, make these really fun mini tag pocket folders. I love making these. These are just easy, so quick, and then have fun embellishing it, because I think that is the cutest part as well, to embellish your little folders. I'm trying to put them all in the front here so you can see. So I hope you enjoyed all of these fun projects I made with a 6x6 paper in a Christmas theme papers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.